All right, boys. So it's that time of the week again where we talk about shoes, what's upcoming in the next week, and we're going to see if I'm going to cop it or drop it. I'm not one of those people that have unlimited money, so we got to kind of be selective. So last week I didn't go over what was coming out, and I actually got 3 shoes, actually 4 shoes now that I think about it, because I got one off eBay, which is an older model, which is actually right next to me. I got these off eBay for like 50 bucks. So some Ama ones. It's fall season, so thought that might go with some outfits I got. But anyway, I guess I'll show you the other shoes that I picked up. First shoe on the list was the Shea 001s. I actually got a black pair as well, but I ended up sending it back because I didn't really care much for the shoe. I played in it, got a whole performance review about it on the channel, so go check that out. But yeah, got the Shea 1. Next up, I got these LeBron 23s, and yeah, these are pretty dope. I played in them once, but these require a little bit more break-in, so I'm not gonna have a performance review on them yet, but that's on the way. Then I was at Hibbett, and I just so happened to be strolling through there. I saw these on the shelf, and I was like, oh shit. I didn't know KD came out with a pair of shoes to resemble like the old Air Bacons. I'll throw like a picture on screen of those Air Bacons, but these kind of resemble those. And I saw them and they were on sale at Hibbett. Tried them on and they are actually pretty comfy. So I'm gonna do a review on these. These are kind of a sleeper, but yeah, I picked these up at Hibbett. And then I guess, damn, I got 5 shoes. So I actually have a pair of AE2s on the way. I got the AE2s and I'm still waiting on Hibbett to send me those. And then I should have a performance review on those coming up. So yeah, I went kind of hog wild with shoes last week, even though I didn't even make like a, copper drop video on the stuff I actually did decide to pick up. So anyway, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna go ahead and do this upcoming week's copper drop. The last one that I did, I actually included like all the Asics and Saucony and all those like runner brands, but I think I'm actually gonna take those out because I don't even wear those shoes, so it kind of doesn't make sense for me to do a copper drop on those because I'm obviously gonna drop most of them. Some of them I like, but I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna go over the shoes that I would actually like want to pick up. So yeah, so let's get started. So it looks like on October 10th, we got these Nike Air Max 95s in the solar red colorway. Price of $190. I've never had a pair of Air Max 95s. I think they look really dope. I see a lot of people wear them, and on feet they look pretty sick. I want to get me a pair, but I don't think this colorway is going to be the ones that I pick up. I don't have like a local Nike outlet. The one that I have here is like an hour and a half away, so I usually go there like once a month. But if I see a pair of 95s that I like in that outlet, then I'll cop them then. But this isn't a shoe I'd like want to go for retail. 190 is a little much for me, for a shoe that I probably won't wear that much. But yeah, I'm gonna hold off on these. If I find them at the outlet, I might pick them up. But also, I've seen these kind of in person, and the red on them is kind of pinkish, so I'm not really a big fan of that. But yeah, let's move on. Next, we got the Jordan Tatum 4 in the St. Louis colorway. This shoe is actually pretty dope. I like the model of this. I think this would look good in any colorway, really. Not a huge fan of the color of these. I'd like to see like a black based shoe, like where the white is, have that be black and some other color. I'll probably pick them up then and then do a performance review about them on the channel. But yeah, the Jason Tatum 4s, pretty dope shoe. I like that. Let's keep moving. So it looks like Stussy and Nike have this Baltoro high pack on the 10th coming out. Price $155. That's not a bad price. These look kind of bootish. I don't mind that orange pair. The orange pair is kind of dope. I don't know. I'd have to see these in person, but I doubt I get to because it's like a collab. So I don't even know where these are coming out at, but yeah, the orange pair is pretty dope. Probably not going to cop them, but I like them. So far, nothing I would cop. Let's keep going. So now we got the Lego and Nike GT Cut 3 Brave Blue. So I actually got the GT Cut 3s. I'll put them on screen. They're like they kind of reminded me of like a bowling ball. I can't remember the name of the colorway, but I got them, and tried playing in them, but I didn't really like how the shoe fit. It was one of those Nike shoes that like come to a point, so I actually went true to my regular size, which is an 8. Yeah, I got small feet. It is what it is. But yeah, I got those, tried to play in them, and I couldn't, they didn't feel good. I couldn't like get my balance when I was shooting in those shoes, so I wasn't a big fan of them. I ended up sending them back. But I really did like the colorway. I thought those shoes were pretty dope, but I couldn't wear them, so I sent them back. But we got these Lego GT Cut 3 Brave Blues. These look like kid shoes. Let me check and make sure to see if these are kid shoes. Okay, yeah, so it's gonna be exclusively in GS sizing. So these Legos are kid shoes. I mean, it's not like I would want these anyway. These kind of remind me of the Halley 1, that blue colorway that just came out. And I wasn't really feeling those. They kind of look like water park shoes, and that's what these kind of look like. They look like, you know, some kid would wear them to the water park. So yeah, I mean, kid shoe. If your kid likes them, sure, why not? Next up, we got the Air Jordan 5 medium soft pink. These are the ones that have the 3M all over the upper. So like where the whole upper of the 5 would be leather. Let me see. So like these 5s, the whole upper is this black nubuck. On these soft pinks, they're gonna be all 3M, which I would never personally buy because they kind of just wrinkle up and fold like tinfoil. So not really an ideal shoe if you want to get like solid wears out of your shoes and like pay $200 for a pair of shoes. You kind of want them to last a little bit, and these just won't. Like, they're gonna look terrible after you wear them once. So I would not buy 3M shoes if I were you, but for me, absolutely not. I don't wear pink on my shoes anyway, so pink shoes and they'll crinkle up and look like dog shit. I'm good. Let's keep going. Next is the Pharrell Adidas Jellyfish. They got them in this gray colorway. I like this shoe. I think it's pretty dope. It has that runner look to it, but I don't know. It's a little bit chunkier of a shoe than I would want to wear, just for my personal style. And these retail at $300, which is fucking nuts, dude. Adidas might be a little bit too big for their britches right here, but they'll probably sell out. I'm sure there's gonna be lots of people that buy these, and I'm sure they're gonna resell for crazy amounts because, you know, people in the shoe game, they're crazy. But yeah, I'm not copping those. Let's keep going. So next we got the Pharrell and Adidas Adistar Jellyfish in the green colorway. Now I like these a lot better. I personally think this is the best colorway so far, this green colorway. But yeah, same thing as before. Not really my style of shoe. I'm more into like basketball type shoes. But these are cool. They're also a little bit bulky. I wouldn't want them, and they're $300. I mean, if I could get these for like half that, like $150, now we're talking, that kind of makes a little bit more sense to me. But $300 is pretty nutty. I can't even lie to you. On the 11th, we got these Jordan Trunners in this black cat colorway. Now these, actually, I might cop. At $115, that's a pretty good price. I heard these are pretty comfortable, and probably gonna use them as like a work shoe because for my job, you've heard me talk about my job before. I work weekend nights, and in my job, you know, all black shoes is kind of, you know, something we gravitate towards. And yeah, I could see myself picking these up and wearing them for work. So yeah, the Jordan Trunner, I dig it. My first cop of the video. We got the Nike Air Max 90 in 7. These are retailing at $135. These aren't bad. I'm not a big Volt fan. These are kind of dope. They have the Volt and like the infrared. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. Not really my style, but I see where they're going with this. They probably won't sell out. I could see these just sitting on sneakers for a little bit, but who knows? We'll see. But for me, no, I'm not copping these. So next, on October 13th, we got the Luka 4 in the crimson colorway. I don't like the Luka 4. I think it's an ugly shoe. Every single Luka I've seen I've felt looks just ugly. I don't really dig it. I don't know if it's because he's European that he doesn't really get like the swag to his shoes, but like, yeah, I don't like the Lukas. So I've never had a pair of Lukas. And until they start coming out with some cooler looking models, I probably won't own a pair of Lukas because, you know, I need my shoes to look good too. I can't just have them be functional. These might be the best basketball shoes in the world performance wise, but if they don't look good, I don't want them, okay? If I'm spending my money, I want them to look good. I want something I look down at my foot and I go, oh yeah, those are dope. I wouldn't do that with these. I don't like them. 140 is not a bad price, you know. If you do like the shoe, I could see people getting these, but not for me. Next, we got the Air Max 95 Yard Runners in the HBCU pack. That's coming out on the 14th. Not really feeling these, not gonna lie. I'd say the red pair is probably my favorite of the four. Other than that, I like the blue pair. The ones with the green on them, not so hot on. But probably won't pick any of these up. Like I said, with the... And those are 200. Good God. Oh, God. But, yeah, definitely not for $200. And maybe if I catch one of these at the outlet for, like, half that, maybe like 120, I'd probably pick a pair of them up. But, whew, $200. Some sticker shock right there. On the 16th, we got Sabrina 3 Clay Green. It looks like these are coming out in GS sizing. So for the kiddos. Not bad for the kids. I'm not a big fan of basketball shoes with like that olive colorway, but if you're just getting them for your kid to like wear to church or whatever, I could see that. Wear them for like a nice family dinner or something. Like that's where the olive green really comes in with the shoes. Is like, you know, you kind of want to elevate your look a little bit. It gives you a little bit more of a classy look, but when you're just hooping, I don't feel like that's really necessary. But for the kids, yeah, sure. I don't have kids, so I won't be copping these, but people that do, I can see it. Next, on the 16th, we have the Air Jordan 40 in the medium olive. I like the Air Jordan 40. I really do. I haven't tried them on. I haven't found a pair in any stores that I've went into, so I haven't been able to try a pair on. I would like to. The colorway I'm really looking for, and I'll put them on screen, is the ones that look like Jordan 1s. Like I don't know, they have the swoosh on them. But yeah, those are the ones I'm waiting on. I'll probably cop those when they come out. But like I said before, I'm not really trying to hoop in a pair of olive shoes. Casually, I probably wouldn't get these. There's other olive Jordans that I would want before I would pick these up. But I think overall the Jordan 40 is a pretty good model. I could see myself wearing them to hoop in. I don't know about off the court. I'd have to see kind of the comfortability aspect of them. But yeah, I'm waiting on that Chicago like Jordan 1 colorway to come out. Those are kind of heat. Next up, we got the Sabrina 3 Gamer. These are dope. I like these. I don't have any green hoop shoes. And these will probably be my first ones. These are sick. These give off like Kobe 11 vibes. All the Sabrinas, you can tell, have been kind of inspired by a Kobe model. And these are definitely inspired by the 11s. These are sick, dude. I'm definitely gonna go and try and cop these. As long as they're in men's sizes. I think they are in men's sizes. They're not strictly GS. But yeah, if I get a chance to cop these, I definitely will. At 145, your boy's getting them. So it looks like the last thing we got is these Nego Levi Air Force 3s. These are pretty cool. I like the Air Force 3 model. I'd say I like the bottom ones the best. They look like they got some pretty nice suede on the toe box. Actually, the whole shoe kind of looks like it's made out of some nice suede. I don't know if I'd go for them. Probably, like, once again, if I found them in an outlet on sale, I'd probably go for it. But yeah, the bottom kind of looks the best to me of the two. 150 is not a bad price, but yeah, like I said, at the outlet. All right, so overall, let me just run back through these and see what my cops, what my drops would be. So yeah, so the Jordan Trunners, those all blacks, wear them to work, absolutely. And those Sabrina 3 Gamers. So 2 shoes this week that I plan on getting. Not bad. And they're not really going to break the bank because they're not that crazy expensive. So yeah, that wraps it up. That's the shoes that's coming out this upcoming week. Up until Thursday of next week, and then next week on Friday we'll start this process over again. So do you like any of these shoes? Let me know. Talk to me about it in the comment section. I love to talk shoes, so chop it up with me. Let's start a conversation. But what were you thinking about going for, if anything? What shoes are you most interested in, looking forward to coming out in the future? Let me know about that. And yeah, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content. I got all types of different content. I've been making shoe performance reviews. I've been hooping and putting out my 1v1s. You know, I lift weights. Everything related with basketball is on this channel. So I appreciate all of you. And as always, stay dedicated.